he comes, here he comes. There's the trumpets, there's the drums, here he comes. Hopalong Cassidy, here he comes.
The desolate country between the National Gold Smelter Company and the town of Dorado was a fertile field for desperados. So far, the local sheriff had been unable to stop the marauders. Wagon after wagon was robbed after it left the smelter. Dorado had prospered because the gold shipments were handled by the local bank, but now it faced ruin. No wonder my friend Richard Wald, the president of the bank, had sent for me. I'd been through Dorado when it was a bustling community. Now it was almost a ghost town.
Howdy, Sheriff. Stranger in town?
Yep, my name's Smith.
How unusual.
Got an unusual first name, too. John. Hey, you look like a healthy fella. Where's a good place to eat around here?
Try Miss Murphy's boarding house.
Thanks.
No, that way, Mr. Smith.
I've got other business here in town if you have no objections. Or are you the snoopy kind of sheriff?
How do you do, sir?
Hi.
What can I do for you?
I'd like to see Mr. Wald.
Mr. Wald, of course. Your name, sir?
Smith. John Smith, a cattle buyer.
John Smith.
Yeah.
One moment, sir.
What is it now?
Business is picking up. Mr. John Smith, a cattle buyer, wants to see you.
Well, show him in.
Yes, sir.
And Don,
Yes, sir.
try not to act like you haven't seen a new customer for weeks.
Yes, sir. Oh, come in, Mr. Smith.
Thank you.
Well, hello. Come in, Mr. Smith. That'll be all more. Glad to see you, Hoppy.
Nice to see you.
You're looking wonderful. That John Smith caught me unawares.
It is rather an odd name. Well, let's get at this problem of yours, huh?
And I have a problem, too. Come around here. Pull up a chair and sit down.
Thanks.
Now, on this map here,
My old friend gave me a detailed account of the desperate situation facing him and the community. The National Gold Smelter was located in the midst of many small gold mines, practically every one of them individually owned. Wald's bank put up the money to build this smelter, a cooperative venture. After the ore had been produced and made into gold bars, it was shipped to the railhead 2 days' ride west of Dorado. Despite strict secrecy and thorough investigation of everyone who worked the smelter, the thieves always knew when the gold was leaving and whether the wagon would take the upper or the lower road. Wald and the miners stood to lose their entire investment.
some of the miners are already passing Dorado and heading straight for the railhead.
We'll find some way to cure this.
Oh, have you spoken to Red yet?
Oh, yeah. He don't seem very happy either.
I don't blame him. He found out 2 sheriffs were killed here, and we couldn't get anybody to take the job until you sent him.
Oh, don't worry about Red. He can take care of himself.
Well, he hasn't had a chance to prove anything yet. I've been holding up the gold shipments.
Well, you must have an awful lot of gold stacked up out at the smelter.
$50,000.
50,000?
Right.
Hey, I better get to work. I'll go out and look around for some cattle.
I'll hold up that gold shipment until I hear from you again.
That's good.
Expect your lunchtime, Don. You need a trim, all right.
Hello, Hiram.
Morning, Richard. See, we have a stranger in town. My name is Tilden. I'm mayor of this fair city. Also own a general store. Prices are reasonable, merchandise guaranteed, and I'm the best barber within 100 miles. Glad to know you. What's your name?
Smith.
Cattle buyer.
Oh, is that so? Well, say, I can help you with that, too. I know every head of cattle around here. Say, Richard, I just got me a new gramophone record. Oh, it's the funniest thing you ever heard. It's about a fellow who takes his gal to the opera house, and this feller...
Later, Hiram.
It's nice to have met you, Mayor.
Yeah.
I'll see you later.
Bye, Mr. Smith.
Now, this feller, he pays a lot of money for himself and his lady friend to go and see this here opry, and he doesn't know that the thing is in a foreign language.
Just a moment, Hiram.
Huh?
I'll hear your record later, if I have to.
You're still worried about them raiders, ain't you?
If you'd come in on the investment, you'd be worried, too.
Well, I warned you not to build that smelter, to let the miners do the best they could with their own gold. They'd have traded into radio just the same. Maybe I'm a little smarter than you think I am. Well, don't worry. That new sheriff seemed like a capable fellow. Things will turn out all right. Bye.
Bye, Hiram.
Where are you aiming to buy your cattle, Mr. Smith?
Hey, you are Snoopy.
Why, you...
No offense, Sheriff. I'm going to get a room at the hotel so you won't have to ask any more questions.
Questions. I'd like to ask him how he talked me into taking this job.
Sheriff Connors!
Craziest thing I ever did. Yes, Mr. Mayor?
I was just talking to Walt at the bank. Says they'll have a big shipment of gold leaving the smelter. Hope you can give them all the protection they need.
Yeah, I'll do my best. When's he shipping?
He didn't say, and I didn't ask. Ain't none of my business. Well, gotta get along. You better come over and see me. Need a haircut.
Yeah?
Could I speak to you for a minute, Mr. Smith?
Well, sure. Come right in, Sheriff.
Hi. How are you?
Good to see you.
Boy, this is the way it ought to be.
Red didn't like the business of us pretending to be strangers. I told him it had to be that way. The crooks we were after were clever men. He'd been in town 2 weeks, hadn't found out much except the best place to eat, and the cheerful news that the last 2 sheriffs were murdered. He said he couldn't even recruit a posse. Everybody was scared to death.
Have you checked on everybody at the smelter?
All of them men of good character. Beats me how the information about them shipments leaks out.
Who's in charge out there?
There's a fella named Sid Michaels. I had a couple of talks with him, and he's just as worried as everybody else. The drivers and the guards on the wagons wouldn't be tipping anybody off. They'd be plumb fools if they did. Too many of them get killed.
Not much to go on there. Where's your room?
Just about 2 rooms down the hall here.
We better not be seen together, and I'll get word to you if I want to talk to you.
But Hoppy, can't we go on?
And my name is John Smith. Remember that. Get out.
And I'm Pocahontas.
Get out.
Because the king was responsible for the whole thing. When the opry was over, everybody on stage was either dead or dying. The boy and his gal were able to figure out that much, even though they didn't understand either. Then the gal saw the peanut vendor and whispered to her feller, "My, those peanuts smell good." And he calls out, "Boy, move the peanuts closer so she can smell them better." So long, this is your old friend Joe the Laughing Boy, who says, "He who laughs last laughs best."
I guess so she can smell the peanuts better. That fella sure is comical.
Yeah.
Mr. Tilden, if you play that foolish record once more, I'll quit.
Trouble with you is you ain't got no sense of humor. Mr. Smith, this is Miss Betty Black, the postmistress.
How do you do?
She'll give you your mail after she reads the postcards. Say, maybe I ought to make my own records.
I'm sorry, Mr. Smith, but His Honor drives me crazy with those comic recordings. Well, we could have music or pretty singing on those records. But no, he has to hear Joe, the Laughing Boy.
If I want pretty singing and playing, I'll do it myself. Now, what'll it be, Mr. Smith? Want me to tell you where to buy cattle?
No,
Well, do you want a shave or a haircut?
not right now.
Want to buy something?
No, I just wanted to talk.
Oh, well, in that case, you better come into the mayor's office. Now, tell me, Mr. Smith, what is it you want to talk about?
I was talking to your sheriff a while ago. He seems like a nice fellow. He was telling me about the gold robberies.
Oh, that Connors talks too much.
You know, that's a bad habit a lot of people have.
You're absolutely right. I agree with you. Our town's been ruined fast enough without driving away rich cattle buyers.
Oh, well, his only concern seems to be that he can't get a posse together.
Well, it has been kind of bad, but I'll get some men to ride with him. I'd go myself only for my game leg. Say, while we're talking, why don't I give you a trim?
Maybe later.
Oh, well, never mind. I got a customer anyway. All right, Don. I'm ready for you.
Sorry, Mayor. I just came in to take Betty to lunch.
Oh, well, all right. Don't expect to jump right from the chair Saturday night because you're going to have to wait your turn.
Hello, Betty.
Hello. I'll be back in an hour. Goodbye, Mr. Smith. And don't let him play any more of those horrible records.
And the bank might be forced to close.
Honey, don't worry so much. If you lose your job, you'll get another one.
Where?
Mr. Wall can't help it if his bank is ruined.
We'll never be able to get married now.
Everything will turn out all right. You just wait and see.
Betty, I'm desperate. I've got to figure out some way to get money. And fast.
Red gave me the directions, and I rode to the smelter office. I wanted to talk to Superintendent Michael.
What do you want?
My name's John Smith. I'm a cattle buyer.
There's no stock within miles of here, so get going.
Oh, but I'm lost.
I can't help you, mister. This is a smelter office.
Yeah, I saw your sign.
There's two of them. That one over there says no trespassing. Now get moving.
Mr. Smith, what's going on here?
You know this man?
Yes, I met him in Dorado.
He's the most unfriendly man I've ever seen. I just told him I was lost, and he pulled a gun on me.
Well, if you'll wait here, I'll see you back to town.
Thanks.
Come inside, Sheriff. What's Wall got to say?
Ship day after tomorrow, by way of the upper road.
I hope you'll have protection for me. I've got over $50,000 accumulated.
We only want you to send 10,000 through. Sort of a test run. I'll meet you with a posse at the Forks.
Fine. What do you know about this fellow Smith?
Who, him? Very little, but he has an honest face.
Looks can be deceiving, Sheriff. I don't believe that story about his being lost.
Well, I guess you're right. I'll keep my eye on him.
The following day, we started organizing a posse. I met His Honor and remembered his promise to get men to ride with Red. I also sent Red on down the street.
Then the waiter says to the fella, with that parsley, it'll make it look prettier. So the fella says to the waiter, I don't care how pretty it is. I don't want any parsley on my steak. It's like kissing a cow. It don't mean nothing. Well, so long. This is your old friend Joe the Laughing Boy, who says, he who laughs last laughs best.
Don, don't tell me you like my last record.
What's that, Mr. Tilden? Oh, the record. Yes, it's very funny.
Well, I'm glad to see you showing a sense of humor.
Well, I suppose it does help. Well, I'll have to be getting along now. Good day, Mr. Tilden. Mr. Smith. So long, Betty.
Don, wait a minute. Well, I wonder what's the matter with him.
Maybe he's behind in his work and Wall has built a fire under him.
Well, he has been worried about his job.
Wald insisted on joining the posse, said he'd leave Don to run the bank, insisted the boy could be trusted. I kept on trying to round up more men. Next day, we were all set. Red, Michaels, and Wald were the only ones who'd been told the wagon would take the upper road. From the smelter to this point was open, flat country where the raiders wouldn't dare jump the wagon. But from here on, where we'd arranged to join it, the territory was dangerous. I fought off impatience as I waited for the first sound of the approaching wagon. We waited an hour, no sign of the wagon. I gave Red a gentle hint. Then he made the decision I'd been hoping he'd make for the past 30 minutes. He said we'd better ride on toward the smelter. We backtracked 4 miles over the upper road, no sign of the wagon. I thought possibly Michael had misunderstood Red's directions, so we headed for the lower road. We hadn't gone very far before we knew why the wagon hadn't met us on the upper road. The 2 guards and the driver were dead. The gold shipment was gone. I looked around the ground. I found a trail, but it was too faint to do any good. I told Red and Wald to ride to the smelter and asked Michael why the wagon had taken the wrong road. I'd take the wagon back to town. The next day, Red and I headed for Michael's office. Michael had told Red and Wald he couldn't understand why the wagon had taken the wrong road. He gave the driver strict orders to take the upper road. I was puzzled, and now as I headed for the smelter office, I worked out a plan for Red to draw Michael away from the place. When we got there, we got a surprise.
I see. Well, I'll have to be getting back now, Sid.
I'll ride part of the way with you. I want to stop in and see Jim's wife. She's all broken up by his death.
Sure.
Take the horses round back. All right.
This is working out better than I expected. You stay here and keep your eyes open.
Sure, Hoppy. Smith.
What I was looking for wasn't in the desk, but I did make an interesting discovery. The cabinet held what I'd been searching for.
Michaels is coming back.
Let him come.
Come on.
The crumpled piece of paper Don threw away, together with what I'd found in Michael's desk, helped me put the puzzle together.
So those 2 fellas from the country stood around the streets of New York looking up at the top of all them buildings. One of them says to his friend, Hank, look at them two flies walking around there on the 8th floor. Hank answered, Clem, I can't see them, but I can sure hear the footsteps. Well, so long. This is your old friend, Joe the Laughing Boy, who says, he who laughs last laughs best.
I can't see him, but I can hear their footsteps. That's a funny one yet, ain't it, Al?
Oh, yes, very funny, Your Honor.
Here, wait a minute. I ain't through with you yet.
Here you are. Thank you. So long.
Wonder what's come over that boy lately. Seems to be acting kind of funny.
I don't think he cares for your records.
Oh, no, it ain't that. How about that trim now?
No, thanks. Three days later, a gold shipment of $40,000 left the smelter for the railhead. This time, I had secretly picked the road, and Walden instructed Michael to use it. Tension was mounting as we watched the wagon making its way on the road below us. Get the guns away from him. I suspected you, but I thought you were old enough to have better sense.
Well, there's two fellas from the country stood around the streets of New York looking up at the top of all them buildings. One of them says to his friend,
Well, there you are.
What does it all mean, Hoppy?
Well, this is how Tilden knew about the gold shipments. Michael's made the recordings and sent them in to him. I found the recording machine in Michael's office. I also found the code to these records in his office desk. Now, this is how it works. For instance, on this record where he talks about the top of the building, that meant the upper road. In the record where he talks about parsley, that meant the brush road or the lower road. Now, there's a record about the opera. He used the word dead. That meant there'd be no shipment. The one where he talked about pretty, that meant there would be a gold shipment.
Sure. And no matter what road you told them to use, Mr. Wall, they switched it. And Michael tipped off his honor.
Yeah, you were on the right track, Don.
Well, I thought there was something funny about those records.
Yeah, and you got pretty close, too.
So close that you were suspicious of me. I thought I'd seen one of those dictating machines in Michael's office. That's what I went there to find.
You just didn't look in the right place. It was in that big cabinet.
Well, Tilden and Michaels will have a lot of laughs together in jail.
For a long time.
I wonder if they'll remember this.
Oh, so long. This is your old friend, Joe the Laughing Boy, who says, he who laughs last laughs best.
Hi, little partners. Have you been doing anything to help Mom around the house lately? You haven't?
Let's do all we can to help her, huh? I bet you'll have fun doing it, and I know Mom will appreciate it. Will you do that for me? Until next week, so long, and good luck.
There he goes on his way down the moonlit trail to where cowboys stray. Hopalong Cassidy, Hopalong Cassidy, he'll return soon again. There's no use to say goodbye until then.